This is RadioOnFire.com, giving you more talk, more news, and more music. I go by the name of Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. 2016, as I said yesterday. Wow, I'm so surprised that it's here. I'm glad that it's here. Very surprised that it is here. As always, we have a promo special going on. Take advantage of Radio on Fire's promo and advertising special. $25 a week gets you social media and on-air promo and commercial. Email yourradioonfire@gmail.com. As of right now, we reach a 180,000 people per month through our broadcast. So take advantage of that. Football season for the Ravens fans has come to a screeching halt. Not too much that I want to say about that. We talked yesterday about Chris Brown. Chris Brown has responded in only Chris Brown form to the assault allegations against him. He's saying that he does not know the lady who is claiming that he assaulted her in his Las Vegas hotel. But as I said, he's accused of punching this woman named Liz Gutierrez in the face in Las Vegas. I mean, if you look get punched in the face, I think Vegas is probably the place, to get it done at. The woman said that she snuck a cell phone into his area. He's very particular about cell phones and cell phone photos and all of that good stuff. And so she said that the singer became enraged and he hit her, blah, blah, blah. Now, although Chris does have a history of run-ins of this type, he's claiming that he did not attack this woman. He's saying that she's just looking to start something and trying to get a check. Now, could be right. He went on his Instagram account and called her all types of names, right? Then he deleted it, delete the little video, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Do you think that Chris Brown punched this lady in the face? I don't know. If you look at the photos of Rihanna when she was assaulted, and you look at the photos of this lady, his anger has definitely gone down if he did hit her. I'm just, I'm hoping that he didn't. But let me know your thoughts. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show. Also, no winner in the Powerball. The jackpot has been raised. Now, I do not, gamble with, those type of things. But we have some people in the place that gamble. I gamble with women, but I do not gamble with the jackpot. But there was no winner on Saturday night. The $334 million Powerball drawing. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean for you good people who like to gamble? Let me tell you what it means. It means that Wednesday night's jackpot is 400 million. 400 million. Can you deal with that? Or you can get a one-time cash payment of $244.8 million. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But lottery officials are saying that the jackpot could go higher based on ticket sales. There was one ticket sold in Pennsylvania that claims a $2 million second place prize. The winning numbers were 5, 6, 15, 29, 42, Powerball 10. Now, there has not been a Powerball jackpot winner since November the 4th, when one winning ticket holder claimed a $144.1 million prize. Now, the last Powerball jackpot win in Maryland was on Christmas Eve 2011, way back in the day. All right, and that was a $128 million winning ticket in Cecil County. So Baltimore City doesn't have any winning tickets. Is that what I'm understanding? Maybe the winning ticket's over east side. I doubt it. But so are you going to play the Powerball, Lisa? Thank you for joining us, Lisa.
Hello. I am not a betting woman, nor do I, get Powerball scratch-offs and things of that nature. But whomever does, participate, Godspeed, more power to you. However, that is very tempting. And if I just decided to go and do this Powerball thing. I'm kind of late now. Had I done it, I would have opted for the cash out. I would opt to get the 200 some odd millions as a cash out, and be done with it.
And just be done.
And just be done. Just be done with it. That would be me. Yeah. I mean, and generally, I think that's how the first time people that do this, I think those are the people that win the most. I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
I feel like, Lady Luck will strike those people first. That's what I feel. I don't feel like.
So you don't think the people that's like 50-50 box straight, there's got their numbers already written down?
I don't think so.
Go play grandma numbers.
Right.
Grandma's not
sorry.
going.
Shout out to grandmas everywhere. But yeah.
I hope somebody wins.
Yeah, I really do.
I hope somebody wins. So
and I hope they're not foolish with their winnings.
I don't care what they do with their money, really. Because
okay.
I don't care what they do with their money.
Okay.
If they allowed me to help them, then but I mean,
right.
Taxes. Uncle Sam's needs his cut.
Of course.
And he's going to get his cut.
Indeed.
So
Indeed he will.
Let's get on to some serious things here. So 2015 is done, right? Baltimore City records 344 homicides for 2015. We ended the year with a record. That is crazy. Of course, the Baltimore Sun and various outlets reporting that the tally is second only to the 353 homicides that we had in 1993. Now, at this time, let's keep this in mind. At this time, the city had about 100,000 more residents than we do now.
Really?
Right. So it's really higher now because 100,000 people are gone, moved on out of the city, but we still have this high number. Homicide rate in Baltimore, of course, began to skyrocket in May following a period of civil unrest where we made, I'm going to say, world news for everything that happened in connection with the death of Freddie Gray right after his funeral. Right. Of course, we remember Freddie Gray, who died of his injuries, suffered in police custody. The city saw 42 homicides in that month.
Oh, my goodness.
42 in the month of May. At this rate, we're pretty much having a death a day.
You're absolutely right.
A homicide
Every
death a day. Not, not someone passing away from a disease or a car accident. We're talking about a homicide.
Homicide, yes. Wow.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. There was a brief drop in June with just 29 killings. However, the number rose again in July when we had 45 homicides. And the thing about July of 2015, this was the single bloodiest month since 1972.
Wow.
Now that's serious. So this is since before I was even born. And so this is what causes the rise in the homicide, rise in homicides. Do we know?
I don't know. I want to say maybe the social unrest from Freddie Gray, and it just continued, and it's hot and it escalated, and people feel like they're still not getting justice. And unfortunately, things went south and kept going south. That's just so unfortunate. I feel like there's a better way, and I think people have to look within themselves and find that better way.
So I think that there's several factors in the rise of homicides. I think that economics plays a part in it. I think that the hopelessness of people plays a part in it. And I think that temperament and the way we handle disputes plays a part in it as well.
I would agree.
Every situation does not warrant you going to get a gun and shooting somebody.
This is true.
So I think that some situations can be resolved by talking.
Yes.
Even if we go old school and we got to throw some hands, I think that the situations can be resolved by that. Right. I have many friends who I've had many physical fights with, who we did not feel the need to go and take it further than that. But also you have the retaliation factor. Right. So someone loses their life and then his friends retaliate. Right. Right. So maybe they don't retaliate right now. They retaliate later. Right. And then friends of that person who was retaliated against, they retaliate. And then it's just this ongoing cycle. Yeah. And we have people who are in pain, who've lost someone, and it just keeps going and going and going. We definitely need to address this issue. And I think that the Freddie Gray incident was, and the civil unrest that followed, I think that was the result of a bubble bursting. You know what I mean? It's just like it was something was going to take it to that point. And if it wasn't Freddie Gray, I think that it would have been something else. Yes. To take us to that point. So we definitely have to address that. Let me know your thoughts. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. And as always, radioonfire.com. Other sad news, and I hate to end things on such a sad note, but my heart definitely goes out to the mother of Tamir Rice. You remember Tamir Rice?
I do.
So Tamir Rice, you being a mother of boys.
I do. I have two sons.
And, right, you got two sons and you got a girl. So you have a child that's close to the age of Mr. Rice, right?
Yes, I do.
Now, if your child lost their life in that way, how would you react? I mean, how would you react to that?
That's hard. Nothing will prepare you for that. I feel like I definitely would have conducted myself in the manner of which politically correct. I probably, I would have went through the proper channels, but initially as a mom and you're losing somebody, you're going to grieve. But I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to say. I do know that I would demand justice and I would stick it out until justice was served and done for my child. Now, in this case, I don't think that justice was served. I think by them not prosecuting anybody, I feel like that is just allowing the thought process of police can do whatever they want to play out. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. I do not believe justice was served in this case.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. If anybody is unaware of what the situation is that we are speaking of, let me refresh you. His mother, Mama Rice, is the mother of a 12-year-old that was killed in the hands of the police. Tamir Rice. She spoke out Saturday against the city's legal system and the grand jury's decision not to indict the police officer who shot her unarmed son in November 2014. I mean, she said that she was at home when she received the news that no charges will be filed. So the officer, let me get his name right, Timothy Lomain, he is the officer who took Tamir Rice's life. He is going to have no consequences, nothing, zero, nothing. And she said that she's mad, obviously, due to the corrupt system. I have a dead child, she told MSNBC. Now, according to the grand jury, they do not have enough evidence to file a criminal case of misconduct and to indict the officers involved. In a statement, the Rice family said that they were not surprised by the verdict. It has been clear for months now that the county prosecutor, Timothy McGinty, was abusing and manipulating the grand jury process to orchestrate a vote against indictment. This is from the family of Tamir Rice. I mean, it's interesting because let's say this was Baltimore, right? In Baltimore, we got the indictments of the officers. How do you think people in this city would have reacted if we did not get the indictments in the Freddie Gray case? And of course, this is after the civil unrest.
Well, I honestly would hope we would not have conducted ourselves in the manner in which we did. But I know there would have been a couple of individuals that may have started in the unsavory behavior that got us the negative attention from the beginning.
Right.
So I feel like that would have still taken place. And I then also believe that there are people that would have come together and would have boycotted, as in our ancestors would have done, as walks and sit-ins and things of that nature.
Right.
A more productive way of expressing, I guess, just the way in which we were mistreated, I should say. So that's what I think. So I think it would have been a little bit of both. Hopefully more of the latter as opposed to how we handled it the first time.
What do you mean?
Like with the way that they, I don't know, looted, destroyed businesses in our own neighborhoods. I have heard a lot of people to say, I mean, if you're going to destroy, businesses, how about destroy businesses elsewhere? Don't destroy what you have and what people have built in your neighborhood. That's what I've heard people say. So I would hope that it would not have come to that again, but I'm thinking that it would have been. I think that there are a lot of people that have decided to take the, I guess you want to say like the Martin Luther King approach as opposed to the Malcolm X at that time approach, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes. I mean, my thing is that I don't think any business should be destroyed at all. I don't think that that's solving the problem. The people made a statement, and they got the people here in Baltimore made a statement with the unrest, and they definitely have the attention of the world in that. I don't think that looting is the way to solve the problem. I think there are other ways that we can get the attention of people that are in power without looting. Is definitely my opinion. But that's what happened here in Baltimore. We're always going to have issues where we feel like the police are not getting the fair treatment in the cases as far as their level of guilt in a situation. When a police officer takes the life of a citizen, do you give the police officer the benefit of the doubt, or do you give the citizen the benefit of the doubt? That's the question here. And if it goes in the way of the police, then a lot of times the citizens are going to feel like justice was not done. If it goes in the way of the civilian, then the police department sometimes will feel like justice was not done in that situation. So definitely my heart goes out to the mother of Tamir Rice. And as I said, she's just, I mean, I can't imagine. I don't have any children. Obviously, I can't imagine what she is going through. And even the indictment of the officer would not have brought her child back. Justice in her eyes would, I'm assuming, be a conviction of the officers. That would be justice in her eyes, right? So anything less than that would not be justice. But let's make no mistake, her child would not be here regardless. So I mean, we need to change the system. I don't like the grand jury system. I don't like the whole grand jury thing. Like, I don't like that. What the grand jury decides if the case is even going to if it's even going to go. to a trial. But it's normally 23 jurors selected to examine the validity of an accusation before a trial. Yeah, unfortunately. And it's not too much more I can say about that. I just, as I said, my heart goes out to the mother. She's lost her child, and so many mothers have lost their children,
and good dads too.
Yeah, and as we've seen, even women as well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Now this is. I'm not going to sit and bash the police.
No.
But what I'm going to say that there are bad people everywhere in every walk of life, in every job. It's bad people that work at McDonald's.
Yes.
It's bad people that work at Walmart.
Yes.
It's bad police officers.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No one here at Radio on Fire is bad, but there are bad people everywhere else. Okay.